Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spinner Rack, and today I'm doing a video on Ms. Marvel. Now you've seen all of our other, sorry about the lighting, I'm going to work on this at some point. I'm really struggling with it, but I have to do this. Ms. Marvel will be on ABC in a couple of hours. So this is me begrudgingly recommending that you check it out. Yes, if you look at our past ones, we've lamented the fact that it was one of the less selling Marvel things. I guess now Secret Invasion is on the bottom end of it. But I guess I can go through my past. Well, let's get to the meat of this, right? So Ms. Marvel was on Disney Plus. We also have a big strike going on, right? So Disney, it seems like they're doing the 90210 thing, which I can't fault them for. It is very smart. 90210 is remembered to be this great fan, big splash, media bonanza, and it was a Fox show that was failing. And during the summer, they put it on weekly. And this is the thing where we get to see a company promoting something that they know has legs, and they find it. This would be the same with, say, Family Ties and Cheers. They were two shows that weren't doing anything for NBC, and then they put the Cosby Show up in front of that, and it sold the whole line of Family Ties, Cheers, where Cheers is known as one of the greatest shows ever, and then you had Night Court, which has now been re-released. So we see recently we have the Barbenheimer, which I've complained about, but they've marketed it so people will continue seeing Oppenheimer. So, and as I like to say, Ms. Marvel now is no different. I am, since I kind of talk about people, selling product and comic retailers not selling. This is clearly selling your product. This is taking your product and saying, hey, the Disney crowd, it hasn't kind of connected with this yet. It's our least selling thing, but here we go. Let's look at this for now. And now I'd also like to thank everyone for looking at my Ben Middleton video about the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. That was, guys came at the right time, and thank you for checking it out. So I'm going to, thank you for that, and we're going to look at this Miss Marvel, right? So there's a broadcast premiere of Ms. Marvel, the Disney Plus original series in August on ABC. They reported about this a while ago, right? And I just got the thing looking at, I think it's CBR. So they're taking this Emmy-nominated series and they put it on today. So right now, my time, it's 6. I'm going to try to get this up hopefully around 6:30 or 7 o'clock. You can see I would try to go live and it wasn't working out. So ultimately, at 8 o'clock, you'll get to see a bunch of episodes, and then the second part of those episodes will be shown on August 12th, right? And then they also have you look at this. It has you can get it on the ABC app, Apple TV, Roku, to abc.com through Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire. So we'll just quickly scan this. Now, I guess, well, a couple of people who know me on these shows knows that if you watched any of our other ones, we were kind of tough on Kamala Khan. I did recognize that I think Ethan Van Sciver pointed out that that the TV show corrected the character. They gave the character what would it be? The character gained like Green Lantern like powers. So it kind of made more sense for comic books rather than what we saw in the comic book, that like the making it kind of light powers. You can see from the trailer of the Marvels is that she has light power. So it's kind of like a photon effect, which they're going to go different on photon. Photon will be able to change into light or see light, but these are clearly photon light power. So here they show you the episodes they're showing. It's going to be 3, Generation Y, Crushed, Destined, ahead of Amir's wedding, and then on the Saturday the 12th, was Seeing Red, Time and Time Again, and No Normal. So you saying, this is me. This whole, anyone who's not from Jersey City, outside of hanging out at the hanging out at the pier, you know, this thing of looking at New York thing is like they do it for Brooklyn, looking at Manhattan, and it's like you from a town, you believed in the town. This sort of thing of having New York, I think when Sade performed in Jersey's in the did she perform? I think I can't remember. She performed in Jersey, maybe the Prudential Center, and she was talking about being able to look at the skyline of New York City. It's so beautiful. It's just like, come on, guys. So I'm just gonna say, I was gonna do a video for you guys. There's gonna be a salacious comparison to. It's gonna be it was a big high concept thing. It's gonna be what was that? It's gonna be Spider-Man: Homecoming. And then it was also gonna be Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, and then since I've been watching it, Never Have I Ever. So I was like, I got this. I'm gonna compare all this. I'm gonna make these videos. It's gonna be a versus Kamala, like Ms. Marvel versus Wendy Wu and Never Have I Ever. And then I watched Ms. Marvel again. And to say it's not as fun to me as Wendy Wu or Never Have I Ever, I will say there was something there. I think my initial assessment that she didn't make any mistakes, she did make some mistakes. She did do some selfish things that got her in trouble with her parents. Now, the parents that are in Wendy Wu and Never Have I Ever, they are a little more less on the, they're a little more stricter, and they're a little more, I think the Wendy Wu, they have, their parents are not connected to their heritage at all, which was very interesting to me. Only the grandmother. So that kind of said this is why I was going to do a comparison. And then Never Have I Ever has a kid who just constantly, goes nuts and gets herself in trouble. So then when I went back to watching Ms. Marvel, I was like, wow, this first episode is not bad. It's not anything to really go crazy about, but it's a fun kind of thing to watch. So I am going back on what I said. I'm still upset with some of the things that are going on there because some of my favorite characters were kind of erased in this. But if you're going in for Ms. Marvel, you can have fun. You don't have the backlog of what I know. You can possibly have fun in seeing it. So that might be seen as faint praise, but I did watch the first episode again, and it was fun. Kind of a little bit of animation they added to it was fun. I would just say, as far as being from Jersey City, you might want to go and you hang in New York all the time, but at the same time, it's it's not this looking at New York like this thing. It's just, hey, we're going to the city, and you go into New York City. It's that simple. So anyway, check it out and let me know what you guys think. If you haven't seen it on Disney Plus, or you don't have Disney Plus, you have regular cable or some sort of streaming service that gets you ABC and your regular channels. Turn on ABC in the next couple hours and you get to see the first 3 episodes, and the next weekend the next 3. So this is a reversal, not a complete 180, but that's as much as you can ask from me. All right. What do I want to do here? Spin Rack is